All right, everyone, welcome back into another props video. Going to be breaking down the top prop bets today on both PrizePicks and Underdog. Full disclosure, it's a pretty limited slate. We're not going to be placing too many bets, so it's going to be a quick and easy video. But first, we're going to get into a quick recap from yesterday. So yesterday ended up doing a live stream. I specifically called out these two bets as two really good bets that we were going out of our way to target. Started the video off with that. And then at the end of the video, we did end up getting some MMA discounts. So at the very least, you guys should have been able to use these two prop bets with those MMA discounts. I mean, and this really continues the success that we have been on through 2025. Great year thus far. Been extremely successful thus far. Hopefully that continues today. But man, just again, an ideal start to the 2025 year thus far. And then yesterday, guys, I did call it this bet specifically as well that I would be running out as a 3-slip bet using the Luka free score as well. Ended up hitting. Full disclosure, was not a great day for me underdog-wise other than this, but this ended up kind of saving the day as well. These two bets I had a decent amount of as well. Just a lot of 50-50s, whereas PrizePicks ended up being a pretty massive day yesterday on PrizePicks. Very good stuff there, but we'll jump into the board for today. And okay, maybe we are getting a little bit better of prop bets as it currently sits right now. So we're getting Bradley Beal for over his fantasy score. That's a bet that just popped up in there. But Max Christie is one that we're going to be targeting for under his fantasy score. He has been someone that has consistently gone that under. And let's actually take a peek at that. Both of those in the NBA tab. So Max Christie does get a good matchup here. But we look at his game log. The game log has been terrible. And you would think with the increased amount of usage and the increased amount of minutes that he would be playing well. Now, it is interesting here, like since he's been with Dallas, it's been a tale of kind of two parts of it. So he was crushing earlier on extreme efficiency, and now he's kind of fallen back into the traditional Max Christie, if you will. Now, it is a good matchup. We do worry about that, but I'm kind of fine rolling with this one. It's been a bet that's popped up a couple of times now for his under fantasy score, and so I'm kind of fine riding that wave with Max Christie. And then looking at Bradley Beal, guys, this is a bet that I'm sure if we go to the bet tag, it's going to be a hammer bet here. Let's actually take a peek, see if this is a hammer bet. And it is. It's one of the hammer bets that we had today. And so a hammer bet is a bet in which basically all the data points except for one are telling us to bet the over. In this case, we are not getting the underdog line, so that's all it is. And it just throwing through, it's a good bet. We look at the game log, a little bit hit or miss there. Obviously, would love to see him get the over against Denver and against Minnesota, but those are two more difficult matchups. It's a solid bet, so we are going to be attacking this one here as well. Nice. I'm glad that we got that one popping up in there. We are seeing some other bets here as well. We're going to notice that these bets are just all a little bit too high. If we get some sleeper discounts, I'm perfectly fine using DeMar DeRozan for under 29 rebounds. Points and rebounds. If they have that line, heck, you could potentially even get away with it for under 28.5 points and rebounds as well. He has gone the over the last two games, but slight increase in minutes in those two games there. So you knock that down a little bit, you could end up seeing him potentially not getting there. We're going to go ahead and erase the hammer tag here, and we're just going to go ahead and take a peek at some of the rest of the bets that we were getting NBA wise, and we're going to see that's where the board starts to get pretty limited there, guys. So we could end up getting to like Kelly Oubre if you wanted to for under his fantasy score, but really other than that, there's not that much to really touch on here NBA wise. So we're going to go ahead and jump back into the PrizePicks tab. We are going to see we got a good soccer bet with Bruno for over his shots on target. That's also going to be a bet that will pop up there on PrizePicks for you guys. So if you want to target that one, you can. We have Alejandro something for over his shots on target as well. Sorry, both these are shots on target. 54% for that one to hit, but that's really where the board gets limited. So yesterday, where we were probably getting a high volume bets on both sites, today it's going to be more limited. I do want to call it this bet here for Nate Biddle, where we're going to notice that we're being told to bet the under on PrizePicks at 32.5, but we're going to notice when looking at the line, it's going to be a much better bet on underdog. So we're going to go ahead and take a peek at that real quick. And so Nate Biddle for under his fantasy score is just going to be the best bet on underdog right now. Yes, the projection data slightly likes the over at 37.2, but the average sportsbook line is closer to 29. The PrizePicks line is at 32.5. I'm kind of I don't want to say I'm happy, but I'm okay, especially with the board today, going with that bet for under his fantasy score. And we are getting, a decent amount of people are getting a gimme pick on Underdog, which, man, thank you, Underdog. It's been very fun the last month with all the discounts that you've been giving us. Just a slow clap for them. Pretty awesome stuff from them. But yeah, we're going to be happy to run the under fantasy score for Biddle there. And if you just want to pair that with whatever free square you have, by all means, that's the best bet that we have on the board. From there, it does start to get pretty limited there, unfortunately. And so with that, guys, we are going to jump into Betr real quick, take a peek at some of their discounts. Obviously, they're a site that gives us daily discounts. If you guys are interested in signing up for Betr, use the link in the description below. That's just a simple and easy way to help the channel. Sign up using that link in the description below. And so we have 2 discounts today. One's going to be Giannis for over his points. They give us daily discounts. And then DeMar DeRozan for over his points as well. 2 pretty good bets. Let's actually just take a peek and see if we are getting Bradley Beal with his fantasy score just yet. We are. So you could use that if you guys like that one more. Or you could go, let's see, are we getting Max Christie for under his fantasy score? We are as well. So whichever one you guys want to roll with, or if you want to roll with both of them, you can. I'm just going to do one of them. I'm going to go with Beal for over his fantasy score. I'm going to pair that up with those 2. Yesterday, guys, I ended up going with Andrew Wiggins for under his fantasy score. That was one of the better bets that was popping up during the live stream as well. Unfortunately, the better discounts went 1 for 3. So ended up being a push on the day if you guys are just doing 2 slip bets. Again, just trying to take advantage of that discount. But that will be the bet of the day is Bradley Beal over fantasy score with those 2 discounts there as well on Betr. All right, guys, so getting into the 9 to 5 bet of the day, just going to be sticking with those 2 good bets that we have on PrizePicks. No need to force it. It's a limited board today. Now, we probably will get better bets as the day progresses, but going to go with the 2 slip bet here on PrizePicks. Already called out the underdog bet as well. Nate Biddle for under his fantasy score. Going to be taking advantage of that. Now, again, guys, the board's going to be constantly updating throughout the day. We are probably going to get some more prop bets. We know that the sweet spot lately has been those fantasy score prop bets, so just be on the lookout for that if you guys are a 9 to 5 member. If you guys are not, look to sign up. It's only $10 a month, and you guys get access to the fantasy score prop bets, which for some reason isn't available for a lot of other sites that do similar things to me, which is a little bit strange because, again, that is the best spot. So take advantage of that, guys. $10 a month and gives you access to all the tools. That's going to be all for this video, guys. Make sure to like the video. That does help out a lot. Appreciate you guys being here, and hopefully we can continue the hot streak that we have been on throughout 2025. You know, as it goes, though, we're probably due for a bad day. We'll see. But that's going to be all, guys. Thanks for watching. Good luck. And as always, let's keep cashing.